What if you woke up one day as the villain everyone fears, the queen who destroys everything she touches, but you alone remember the blood on your hands from a life you never lived? In that terrifying split second between who you were and who you choose to become, the most heretical last boss queen. From Villainess to Savior Episode 1, the Season 2 premiere that dropped on April 7, 2026, sinks its teeth into your soul like the cold bite of a crown that feels too heavy to wear. Picture this: the sweet scent of birthday roses mixed with the sharp taste of dread, the soft rustle of silk gowns hiding clenched fists, the quiet echo of laughter that could turn to screams if one wrong memory slips out. This is not just the return of a beloved ice guy on High Dive. It is the moment a girl who cheated death decides to cheat fate itself, like those old tales of kings who rewrite history with nothing but willpower and a second chance. You feel the weight of her secret already pressing on your chest. You don't know how she'll face the fiancé who was meant to break her, or how she'll stop herself from breaking him first. But something inside you already needs the answer. Years have passed since young Pride Royal Ivy first remembered her past life as a fan of an Otome game where she was doomed to be the cruel final boss. Now a teenager on the edge of her 16th birthday, Pride has worked hard to become someone her kingdom can love. But as the palace prepares for her grand party, an engagement is announced to Prince Leon, one of the very love interests her original self was destined to destroy. Her loyal adopted brother Stale and Knight Arthur react with shock, while Pride quietly recalls the dark future waiting if she fails. The episode flows like a careful dance between celebration and hidden fear, blending warm moments with the cold shadow of what could still go wrong. It picks up right where Season 1 left off and gently pushes the story into new, higher-stakes territory. Stream it now on High Dive and feel the first cracks in the perfect princess mask. Episode 1 moves with confident, graceful pacing, never rushed, never slow. It lets you settle back into the world while quietly raising the temperature. The birthday preparations and sudden engagement news serve as the perfect bridge from the childhood years of Season 1 into the teenage chapter. There are no explosive twists, but the final moments leave a quiet cliffhanger that sits in your stomach like unfinished business. Fans on Reddit have already been buzzing about the same questions you might have. What's really going on with Leon? And how long can Pride keep pretending she's fine? The light novel by Tanichi shows this engagement arc is where the story deepens. The manga and web novel add extra layers of internal struggle that the anime smartly condenses without losing heart. The episode clears up any cloudy feelings from Season 1 by showing how Pride's precognition, really just game knowledge, is still her secret weapon. But now the stakes feel more personal and grown up. Pride has grown in ways that feel real and earned. The cheerful, determined little girl from Season 1 is now a poised young woman who still carries deep wounds from the villainess she refuses to become. You see her hidden fear in small gestures, a tightened smile, a glance away, and it makes her choices hit harder. Stale and Arthur feel like true anchors, their loyalty mixing with worry in ways that reveal their own growth. The new fiancé, Leon, steps in with just enough mystery to make you lean forward. Their first real interaction crackles with tension because you know what the original Pride would have done. Every line of dialogue feels consistent with who these characters have become, yet surprising enough to keep you wondering, can someone truly escape the role written for them? At its core, this episode asks the questions that live in all of us. Can you ever outrun the worst version of yourself? Is power a gift or a curse? When it comes with a predetermined ending. Pride's quiet fight against her own reputation mirrors the way so many people carry guilt for things they haven't even done yet, like a soldier haunted by a war that hasn't started. The story shows these ideas through small, human moments. A sister's gentle smile, a brother's protective silence, a princess choosing kindness even when it hurts. It feels like classic tales of redemption throughout history. Think of a fallen hero who decides to rewrite their legend, but wrapped in the soft glow of fantasy and Otome game lore. We get gentle reminders of the kingdom's rules, the power of precognition, and the political weight of royal marriages. Nothing feels dumped on you. It all grows naturally out of the birthday preparations. The world feels richer and more lived in than ever, making the personal stakes feel even bigger. The script is sharp yet warm. Lines carry quiet power. Some make you smile, others leave a small ache. No long speeches, just real feelings wrapped in elegant words that linger after the screen goes dark. The silence between characters sometimes says more than any shout ever could. OLM Team Yoshioka returns with beautiful, polished work. Character designer Hitomi Kono gives the teenage cast elegant, expressive looks that feel like a natural step up from Season 1. Colors glow with soft pastels during happy moments and deepen into richer shadows when fear creeps in. Stillness and close-ups on Pride's face speaks volumes, while movement in the party scenes feels alive and full of energy. The beauty here isn't just pretty, it shows the contrast between the shining surface surface of royalty and the storm hidden underneath. Director Norio Nida, with episode direction by Mayu Namayama, guides every shot like a steady hand on your shoulder. Gentle pans across the palace halls, tight close-ups on worried eyes, and smooth cuts between past memories and present joy all mirror the character's inner feelings perfectly. The editing rhythm feels like breathing, calm one moment, quickening the next. The music team, Haini Nakamura, Tatsuhiko Seiki, Kanade Sakuma, Junko Nakajima plus newcomers Misaki Tsuchida, Sugumi Tanaka, and Keiho Sawada, treats the score like a living character. Soft strings swell during emotional beats, while the new opening Ego, by Retroiron and ending Terroriba, by Garakuda wrap the episode in a perfect mix of strength and longing. Some of the most powerful moments come in total silence. Just the sound of a heartbeat or a door closing softly. AI Fairuz as Pride Royal Ivy is breathtaking. Her voice carries the perfect blend of royal confidence and hidden trembling fear. You feel every layer of the girl who is trying so hard to be good. Maya Uchida as Stale and Haruka Tamatsu as Tiara bring warmth and depth that make the family feel real. The new voices for the fiancé and others fit seamlessly, adding fresh tension that pulls you deeper into the story. This episode left me with a warm glow and a quiet knot in my stomach at the same time. I felt Pride's quiet determination like it was my own fight against a bad reputation. The birthday scenes spark wonder, but the engagement moment hits like a soft collision of destinies. Beautiful, scary, and full of hope. It makes you ask yourself the big questions. What would I do if I knew my worst self was waiting around the corner? Would I keep fighting to be better, even when it hurts? The episode doesn't give easy comfort. It leaves you carrying Pride's burden with her, wondering how she'll face the fiancé who was never meant to be saved. Some might feel the self-doubt moments echo a little from season 1, but that repetition isn't a flaw, it's a deliberate choice that shows how heavy the weight of a villainous label really is. Once you settle into the teenage chapter, it becomes one of the episode's quiet strengths. Episode 1 succeeds wonderfully at what it sets out to do: welcome us back to a world we love while raising the emotional and romantic stakes in the most satisfying way. Its greatest strength is the tender balance of hope, fear, and quiet courage. There are almost no weaknesses worth mentioning. If you have ever tried to be better than your past mistakes, loved someone while hiding your fears, or wondered if one person can truly change their fate, this episode is speaking straight to your heart. The crown is waiting. The party has just begun. So tell me, are you ready to stand beside Pride as she faces the fiancé who could save her or destroy her? Because after this first scene of season 2, walking away is no longer an option. The story and the fight for a better ending has already begun inside you.